This is the 2KMC, and y'all better be ready because I got your top plays from my team. You submitted the plays, and now it's time to choose the best.
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt, with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Trae Young. Carter is out there with Campbell. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, Miles Turner out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Tatum, and it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. So Dallas will get the first possession. Outside Tatum. Pass to Cousins. Good work defensively by Carter. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Cousins. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Now Hardaway. Carter outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Shoots it. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
On the wing, Lamb. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to Marcus Camby. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Young, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house than the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Dallas. The shot by Carter, nobody around. It's rebounded by Johnson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Now here is Carter. 17 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Lamb. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. No good off the back of the rim. Timberwolves leading by 6. And finished off by Carter.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Insanity showing off his amazing balance.
Outside Lamb. On the Mavericks with some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Cousins. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Ross in for Jeremy Lamb. Minnesota also with the sub. Teague's checked in for Trae Young. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson against T. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by T. To the paint. Can be no luck.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And it falls over the rim and in.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
And here's Carter. Over Bertans. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Jermichael Green is out there with Culver. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Teague. And it's Fournier in at the shooting guard position. To the middle, here's Ross. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
On the free throw, no good. Mark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
Isaac misses. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Teague. Ball with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Pertinis, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Shane Battier is checked in for Isaac. Minnesota also making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Damari Carroll comes in for Green. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for T. Minnesota has possession. They lead by 4. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do, much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And the first one drops.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides, it's really what makes him so valuable.
Dallas making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Carroll hits them both. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Mavericks trail by 6. Ball with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here is Ross. Here's Noel. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Wanamaker. He's covered by Ball. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Ross. Trae Young, he's checked in for Minnesota. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Culver passes to Zeller. Shot clock at 5. That's to Carroll. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Basket good. For Dallas, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's the pass to Cousins. Outside, Lamb. And stolen by Zeller. And Young, here we go, makes it off the glass. Young's got his second bucket of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's Young. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Culver. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And Lamb kicks the ball. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Cousins.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
He's off on the first.
You know, Ball has proven he can pass and rebound the ball. He's a very impressive player. Now he just needs to add the shot and become more effective as a scorer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Turner's checked in for Battier, and it's Johnson in for Lamb. He's off on the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up to the Mavericks. Trailing here by 8. And stolen by Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, the long reach of Cousins really enables him to hammer home some skyscraping jam.
Young against Johnson. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hardaway. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. DeMarcus, you guys have had chances, but you haven't taken advantage of those chances. What do you say to the team?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So hopefully we can keep them missing shots and we can get something out of it.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, DeMarcus. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Minnesota came out looking very confident. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. The story of the second quarter was not much different, as the scoring was even and they were able to close out the half, maintaining a 6-point lead. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game can easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Vince Carter really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Tatum out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then it's Turner. And it's Lamb at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us. My senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship, unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
The free throw drops for Campbell.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate can be. Gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And that one falls for Cousins.
This is where we see Cousins a lot. He's always up there among the league leaders in free throw attempts. It's so hard to handle in the post. The D just never knows what to do with him.
Good on both. Here's Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Devin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Cousins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And, you know, Cousins is a wrecking ball inside, guys. Effective at using his size to draw the contact close to the rim. He's a hard guy to defend.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
The first one falls for him. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Timberwolves leading by 9. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Back to Carter. From deep. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Lamb passes to Johnson. Lamb against Hardaway. Tipped away. Hardaway with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, I tell you what, Penny Hardaway doing a nice job using that cat-like quickness and length to come up with the steal.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Lamb. The kick out to Tatum. Dallas again turning it over. Well, Clark, you know, it took some time for him to get to this, but Jeremy Lamb has taken his game to the next level.
And you know, guys, we see these young guys come into the league after just 1 year of college, and it takes them a while to figure it out sometime. Lamb has gone from being just a contributor to a nightly impact player with his scoring. But across the board, you can see his game upticking in a really positive way.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fournier's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Adier dishes to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
Adier against Carter. To the inside. Lock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Culver's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 12. Pass to Cousins. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Maximus, he's checked in for Cousins. Isaac comes in for Shane Battier. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Lamb. Minnesota also making some changes. Zeller comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Teagan for Culver. Al Fournier after Magic Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome. And outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Minnesota has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Teague the pass to Carter. Fournier against Ross. Knocks it loose. Fires from 14. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Now here's Ross. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Releases. That shot off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Minnesota on top. They lead by 14. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Hardaway is out there with Teague. Then there's Carter. That's Camby, and it's Gilmore in at center. Pass to Isaac. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Hardaway against Ross. Got a piece of it. Hardaway with the steal or the finish. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Now here's Johnson. Over Young. Johnson gets the bucket. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the miss by Miles Turner. And the pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. Young's shot is off. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 17-point game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Johnson is an elite talent, a special talent. A very unique point guard with amazing size, about 6'9". He can flat out take over games because he virtually can play every position.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Mavericks. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. Tatum comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Lamb in there for Terrence Ross. And Johnson drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Hardaway against Lamb.
And Hardaway, Penny Hardaway, boy, what a terrific passer he is. Great floor awareness and does an excellent job finding the open man.
Johnson down low, guarded by Hardaway. The shot by Johnson, no good. Young against Lamb. A three ball. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Lamb. There's the three. They get the rebound, but they recover it. It's deflected.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And making up for the loss in the first matchup between these two teams, they gave it all they had to even up this three-game season series at one apiece against Dallas.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vince Carter.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now here's Hardaway, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Over Lamb. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Now the Timberwolves with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Johnson against Young. So it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.